Hi guys, and welcome to Gardening Time. Today I'm going to highlight my new seedling shelf with our homemade LED lights. So if you remember my last video, I was showcasing our small little grow house or seedling starter shelving unit that we have, that's right here. So as you can see here, this is what I originally had at the beginning of this year. It was quite small, and I had told you guys that for my flowers, I would start those extra early every year so that, by the time it was time to start my vegetable garden, I could move these out onto window sills in my husband's shop and some into our cold frame outside. So that I would have room in this small little greenhouse, or seedling shelf, to start my vegetable and fruit seeds for the season. So what my husband ended up doing was he found a video, or a couple of YouTube videos online, and was inspired by other people who had built their own seedling shelves, professional seedling shelves, out of things that you can buy at your local hardware stores, your Lowe's, Home Depots, Menards, those types of stores, and also ordering your lights on Amazon. And so that is exactly what we did. We got this, and if you can see the size of it, I've already taken quite a few plants out at this point and have put them into our cold frame. This thing was completely packed. I haven't even started, I've started most of my vegetables, but I still have my cantaloupes and melons to start, as well as my squashes that I still have yet to start. But a lot of what you're seeing here is some flowers, and then especially at the bottom here, I have my tomatoes and some other vegetable plants that I've started. So this unit that you're looking at, the total cost is probably like around $300. That includes the lights, the shelving unit, all the hardware, the timer, automatic timer, and the power strip that we had to purchase. I still have to purchase some fans, clip-on fans for each shelf to help to circulate the air and also to help keep the plants from getting too leggy. But let me go ahead and talk about this unit for a little bit and tell you, kind of give you an idea of what we did. So we started off by buying a baker's rack from our local Menards, and the cost was, I want to say, between $70 to $80. I can't remember exactly, but it was within that range. It's a four-tiered baker's rack. It's 48 inches long, and the depth is 18 inches in depth. If we could have we couldn't really go much deeper than that because we wanted it to fit within the closet. So anyhow, 18 inches deep, and then the height, I believe, is 72 inches tall. So we bought that. Then we ended up buying these LED lights. I'm going to get a little bit closer here. And I'm going to flip. Whoop, it's a little too close. Okay. I'm going to end up flipping one of these up so you can see. There we go. You can see the LED lights inside here. We did 4 lights per shelf. Some of the YouTube videos we watched, some people only did 2. Others may have done 3. I wanted to do 4 because I wanted to make sure I had plenty enough light for my plants. So we bought the lights, the Barina lights. They're called Barina, and they're shop lights. They are not plant lights. We ended up getting, let's see, there's 4 per shelf, so that would be 12. And we paid around, I think it was $90. And that included all of the lights. It included the clips to plug them. You could either you could loop them together, or it comes with individual plugs if you want to plug each one into a power outlet. So it came with all the hardware. It also came with the clips to clip it in place. And then, so we bought the lights for $90. And then this right here, this thing, my husband made this out of flashing, aluminum flashing. I think he bought the 20, I want to say it was the, and I could be wrong, the 24 inch is what we ended up going with. So these are 18 inches deep. We wanted to keep the lights because the lights are 48 inches. And let me move this over so you can kind of get an idea. There. So these poles on the baker's rack, the lights actually extend beyond those poles. And we wanted to keep the lights on the inside of the post. And so he ended up you know, for the flashing, he ended up making the flashing, I think it was the top part is 20 inches long, and then the hangover part to help deflect the light downwards. So this is basically he made his own reflector. And so this is, you know, a couple inches on each side to help deflect the light down. So basically this reflector slash deflector helps to make sure all of the light, as much as possible, is being forced down onto the plants. So you'd have to make this. And I have a couple of pictures I'll put on the screen of this, well, you know, in the process of him making it. But there's also videos online if you just type in how to make seedling lights, or plant lights, Barina. You might want to type in that as well. And there are videos on YouTube on how to do this process. He also had to buy wood. That was another part of our cost. So he had to buy these strips of wood to act as a base to secure the lights, the reflector, everything together. And then he also used the wood to be able to adhere the hardware for the chain that we use with the S-hooks to be able to raise and lower the lights to whatever height we need. So, in a nutshell, guys, I am absolutely thrilled with this unit. Absolutely thrilled. I never thought that I was ever going to be able to have a unit like this that would house as many seedling trays as this. So what we can get on a shelf, you can fit 4 trays on a shelf. So that's a total of 12 seedling trays for this whole unit. And that is not including, because I am still utilizing the small one that we had originally. So now I have that one as well. And you can see that one is pretty stocked up right now with plants as well. Of course, next year, like I said, I won't have to be starting much of my plants early. So I won't have probably quite as many plants as mature as these are. I want to point out, I don't know if you guys can see in the background here, the flowering plants that I have. Those are peppermint stick balsams. The leaves and the flowers are both edible. I didn't get them for that reason. I just got them because I thought they were beautiful. And I bought these off of Baker's Creek. And I do believe, I might be wrong, but I think these are perennials. I don't have the packet in front of me with the information, but these are so beautiful. I'm going to get close so you guys can, well, you know what? I could just use, no, I'm going to hold it up like this. Sorry, guys. Okay. So look at that. And it's cool because there's a variety in the color variation. I was supposed to get red and white spotted flowers, but if you can see, like, some are pink with white spots, and then I also have it like a pure white one right there. They're so cool. I can't wait to get those out in the landscape. They're obviously way beyond the seedling. Way beyond being seedlings, but anyhow, hopefully they'll be okay, because I'm not probably going to be able to put these out for a few more weeks. And yeah, so I'm just hoping that they make it. So anyhow, guys, but I just wanted to give you a look at this shelf. Again, I was amazed that, you know, how little, I mean, in comparison to what's on the market, how little it cost us to do. And in terms of the time it took to do it all, it took my husband probably a day to do the lights, but he did a really super nice job, especially on these reflectors. He actually bent in, and you can't really see it from here, but he didn't want to have a sharp lip. So what he did was he bent in like a 1/4 inch, and so that this part right here would be rounded. So he took like a 1/4 inch, he folded it all the way over and onto itself, and mashed it together so that there is no sharp edge. So he really took his time. He didn't have any special tools or anything like that. He did it basically with, I think, 2x4s and clamps, and, you know, to make the bends and whatnot. But I don't know. I just think he did a phenomenal job with everything. And so back to the time, I would say, honestly, because for us, it took a day to get the rack set up. Not a whole day, obviously. It took, you know, less than an hour to get the rack set up, but we got the rack set up, and then we went to the store to purchase all the supplies we needed. And then the following day, I think, is when he made the lights. So, but it really didn't take that long. I mean, if we had all the supplies, we could have easily gotten everything done within a day, easily. So I wanted to share that with you. The other thing I want to share with you, let me turn slowly. Trying to get better with my not being so crazy with the camera. So here is, I had this old washstand. I put a plastic lipped tray on top, and this is my new potting bench. So like for my seedlings and things like that, when I need to size up a pot or something like that, I can just set them on this, and I've got a rug down at the base, and you know, I can just do everything right there, and I keep my soil and stuff underneath. So it really works out fantastic. So yeah, so right now I am absolutely thrilled with our new arrangement. And real quickly, I wanted to go over some of the new plants that I purchased this year to go out into the garden. So I'm going to show you this one. This is called, it's a grouping of 3 different dahlias. I don't know how you say that. But anyhow, it's called Morning Song. I got this actually, I think, at Walmart. And so I have these started. So I'm going to be putting those out in the landscape. I have some sea holly, and what I've done with all of these so far, I haven't planted anything directly outside in the soil yet because the soil, yeah, I just haven't gotten around to doing it. So I planted all of these in pots. A lot of them are outside now on our front porch. So this way, if it gets too cold or whatever, I can slip them inside. But anyhow, so right now they're all sitting in pots. I haven't actually planted them. But anyhow, so this is called a blue sea holly. I don't know if you can see those flowers, but they're absolutely gorgeous. Really unique. I'm excited about this one. I got some Chocolate Kiss Astilbes. I unfortunately already have some of this growing in my garden. I should have gotten a different color or variety, but I saw this and I was like, oh, it's beautiful. And then I got home and I realized, oh yeah, I've already got some of this in our front bed. But anyhow, so I got some more of this to go out in the garden. It's gorgeous. So hey, I'm still happy with it. So, but this is for part to full shade. These plants grow in part to full shade, and they are perennials. The dahlias are not perennials. The sea holly is a perennial. This is a daylily. This is a perennial. Actually, there's this again. It's a variety of 3. I just fell in love with the packaging. It's called Once in a Lifetime, and it comes with 3 varieties of daylilies. So these are actually going to be my very first daylilies out in our garden. So I'm excited about these. I hope they do well. I ordered a bearded iris. I got this on Tulip World, I believe is the name of it, an online website. This is a bearded iris. The cool thing about this one though is the leaves are variegated. They have stripes of yellow and like a lime green leaf. So the leaves are gorgeous on their own, and then they have a beautiful blue flower that comes out in early summer. So got those. I ended up buying some liatris. The bees and butterflies will be going crazy, I'm sure, over this when this starts to bloom. So I'm excited. These actually came in little combs, and these I actually did. I've already planted these outside. So some of the bulbs I did actually plant out in the ground. This one is my White Lion daffodil. I'm excited about this one. This is another gorgeous one. I'm excited to see this one bloom. I got some Infinity tulips. Those are beautiful. I got some 2 irises, Caesar's Brothers. These are in our front bed, the front of the house. I got, this is a Seattle dahlia. We've got 2 of those. It says 3, but only 2 of them are coming up. And I got some Flaming Flag tulips. Aren't those gorgeous? I don't know. There's something about red and white streaked or spotted flowers that I don't know. To me, I just love them. I love them. I think they're so eye-catching. I have some giant snowdrops. I'm excited to see these come up. These I bought last year. It was the end of fall, and these were on clearance. So when I took them out of the packaging, the bulbs still looked really good. So I'm hopeful that these are going to come up. Now I'm going to probably chop this name up pretty good. This is Perfect Blends Celia campanulata. Celia campanulata mix. These are a short flower. I think they only get 8 inches tall. And there's a variety of colors from white, lavender and pink. I just thought they were beautiful. I have some muscari. I have, these are anemones. Now, the one thing about these, I did some research online, and I'm hoping that these actually come up, because I think from different websites that I've gone to, I don't know if they're going to make it, I don't know if they're going to be perennial in our zone, zone 5. So we'll see. And then I ended up getting a bunch of these alliums, timeless favorites. Oh my gosh, they had bags of these on clearance at the end of season. And I don't know, I think I grabbed probably like 3 bags of 18 and planted them out. So I'm hoping that they actually come up, because that would be a gorgeous display. So anyhow, guys, so that is what I've got growing so far. I'm going to turn this around at our beautiful new seedling unit to end this video. And I want to thank you guys for joining today, and we will see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.